right. Let's call this regular monthly board meeting to order Tuesday, January the 27th, 2015. So, Superintendent Voce, you'll lead us in prayer, and Mr. England, would you lead us in prayer?
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you for the many blessings that you continue to bring to our school district, and ask that you be with us this evening as we make decisions affecting this community. Now that we are into the second semester of the year, Father, we ask that you give all of our teachers and students the boost that they need to finish the year strong and at a maximum level for teaching and learning. Please watch over those children who are in most need and help them to find in their teachers the support and nurturing they are so desperately lacking. These things we ask in your name.
Amen.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Superintendent Voce, would you please call the roll?
Mrs. Acevedo? Here. Mr. Campbell?
Here.
Mr. Egan?
Here.
Mr. England?
Here.
Ms. Lemoyne?
Here.
Mrs. Dysart?
Here.
Dr. Kraft?
Here.
Dr. Lewis?
Here.
Mr. Long?
Here.
Mr. Nikosha?
Here.
Mr. Warner?
Here.
Okay, thank you, Superintendent Voce. Ms. Benazak, do we have any community concerns? Anyone signed up for that?
No, sir.
Okay. At this time, a personal privilege, Ms. Jean Gersha, English teacher at Chalmette High. Also, she taught with me at the community college in the English department, and she will be sorely.
Andrew Jackson.
And she taught also at Andrew Jackson before coming to Chalmette High. So we lift Ms. Gersher's family up in her passing. Condolences and sympathies go out to them. We will have at this time a moment of silence on her behalf. Thank you. Also, we have from the DA's office, Mr. David Gerald. Also, two students from Holy Cross College. I think this is a requirement for them to observe a school board meeting, so welcome. Hopefully, you get good observation in. I believe we have the president of SBAE also present, so that's it for our guest, and I believe we have a young man there. I guess he's related to the president of SBAE.
Look at that smile, huh?
Yeah, I like that. He's still beaming after a hard day at school. At this point, we will go to...
Dr. Kraft?
Yes.
A point of privilege also,
Yes,
please.
okay.
Well, it's known by the newspaper and by all of us. When Dr. Henderson Lewis walked in tonight, he actually got a standing ovation by all of his fellow board members.
And that's unusual.
So, so we just want to publicly congratulate Dr. Henderson Lewis on his new appointment to being the superintendent of Orleans Parish Schools. Congratulations, Dr. Henderson. We're all very happy and proud of you, and we wish you the best.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Go ahead.
You have a card for it?
Yes, I
Oh, you
actually
got
have
it.
it already.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, Ms. Dysart, and the entire board. I'm very humble at the opportunity to, number one, to return back home, also to return to the city of New Orleans. Everyone know prior to working in East Feliciana, I served in New Orleans through the Algiers Charter School Association for 6 years as an assistant principal, and then our director of academics. So to return to help to co-lead public education, because we know the majority of the schools are with the Recovery School District, but to co-lead public education in New Orleans to actually rebuild the public's confidence in the school system there. I'm glad to have that opportunity. We know it, this is 2015, and so the birth of new education in New Orleans actually came out of Hurricane Katrina, and so, you know, this is now going to be about 10 years. But I must say, that I'm very thankful for my family and their support throughout my entire career, the sacrifices that have been made. I cannot thank my family enough for those sacrifices. And also, I have to thank my St. Bernard community. I was educated in the St. Bernard Parish school system, a proud graduate, 1992, graduate of St. Bernard High School. Mr. Campbell was my teacher. And then even as I moved into the school system here, we're working at Andrew Jackson for 7.5 years, working under Kathy Boyd and the opportunities that was given to me at Andrew Jackson. And then finally coming to the central office here, working Ms. Arnold was here for a minute, and then Ms. Voce took over and had the opportunity to work under the leadership of Ms. Voce, and then to come back after Hurricane Katrina and to teach at the St. Bernard Unified School, and then to become a school board member and have served in that capacity for over 8 years now. And so for my St. Bernard family, I thank each and every one of you all. I thank the supervisor, Ms. Voce, for the mentorship that has been given to me over the last years to actually to go out and do the work that I do, but also at the same time, in addition to representing my family, but also always representing St. Bernard Parish. And so I thank everyone for the warm messages that I've received, and I ask that you all just pray for me and my family as I take on this new endeavor to move public education forward in Orleans Parish. So thank you again.
With that impressive resume and your experience, it seems like you're much older than the 40 years that you really are.
And I must add, I know it was on the news, but being a superintendent and a board member is not dual office. I know that was on the news. I've been serving in this capacity for over 3 years, and so I just want to let everyone know in the community that that is not a conflict. That is not holding dual office.
It's been tested in court already.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah. Many times.
So I thank you once again.
Well, we're very proud of you, as Ms. Dysart and everyone else has said, and we're very happy to see that a lot of what you grew up here with in St. Bernard Parish, that you're hopefully able to bring with you, not only to East Feliciana, but now to Orleans, and especially the comradeship that is on this board that you've experienced, I think, in the 8 years that you've been there, and hopefully bring that feeling and that cooperative effort. And if anybody can do that, to hopefully pull that community together around public education, I think you're the one to do it. So we're very, very proud of you, and we're looking forward to continue to work with you in a very collaborative effort.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Coachman. Yeah, Dr. Lewis, I want you to know sincerely you have made us proud with your appointment as superintendent of Orleans Parish. And as you take the reins of the superintendency, we wish you the best and Godspeed as you do the day-to-day activities that will be in the best interest of the students of Orleans Parish and the teachers who make it happen in the classroom. I'm quite sure as you go along that you will motivate all the staff around you, and they will work cooperatively with you, and you know we've got you back out here.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you so much.
That's right.
So with that, we'll move the agenda. We have elections of officers, so we'll go down and elect the vice president. I believe this is one out of the 2 years.
We did that.
Pardon? Okay. So we open up for the vice.
President first.
We do the president first? Okay. All righty. So I'll relinquish this to the vice president and let her handle that.
Thank you, Dr. Kraft.
All righty.
We will now address the election of officers. Is there a nomination on the floor at this time for the president? Mr. England. I just promoted you.
Are they?
No, at this time, I'd like to go and nominate a person who's dedicated his whole life to public education. He's also serves on the board of the LSBA, and at this new convention, he's going to be shooting for vice president of the LSBA. So we're going to quite a few of us is going to be going up there to have his back, and so. But I'd like to go ahead and nominate Dr. Hugh Kraft for president.
Okay, there's a nomination for Dr. Hugh Kraft. Is there a seconded by Mr. Nikosha? Are there any other nominations at this time? There being none.
Nomination be closed.
There's a motion by Mr. Campbell for nomination to be closed, seconded by Ms. Acevedo. Please cast your votes to close the nominations.
Dr. Craig? All right, he's going to abstain then at that point. So motion passes 10-0, one abstention.
Okay. Congratulations, Dr. Kraft.
We got to vote.
Thank you
You got
very
to vote
much.
on it.
Oh.
You got to-
Well, the nominations are closed,
Closed, and
so
he's the
automatically
only-
he becomes the
Okay.
president.
All right.
So,
Okay.
All right.
Thank you very much. I appreciate the confidence that you've given me, and hopefully we can all together as a team, and we do have a team, St. Bernard Parish School Board, and I appreciate that as we look at the things that we are confronted with throughout the state of Louisiana. Public education is at risk, and there's forces in state and out of the state that would pull the cover over us and close our eyes as public education. Now, the last thing we want to happen is that, and school boards around the state are adamantly opposed to this. As you have seen for the last 4 to 6 years, that there's been efforts to diminish the authority of school boards, and I won't elaborate on all of those because you have witnessed these. So again, through our local district, we will trudge on. We will face the challenges, and we have a great man at the helm of the LSBA, and we have someone as the president of the school superintendents within the state. So with that team, we're going to be able to head off some things that have not been in our best interest in the last few years. So at this point, we'll continue the agenda, and we'll open the nominations for vice president. Okay, Mr. Long.
Thank you, Dr. Kraft. I'd like to have the honor and privilege to nominate Ms. Diana Dysart as Vice President.
Second.
We have a second. Okay. We have any other things to close the nominations or nominations of anyone else?
I'll make a motion that we close nominations.
Okay, Mr. Warner, second by Dr. Lewis. The nominations are closed, so that makes you the vice president for this 2015 year, Ms. Dyson. It's,
You want to
We had a
vote
vote.
on?
okay. Okay, well, all
Yeah,
right.
we'll
Let's
close
vote.
the nominations.
Okay.
I'll vote on this.
Motion passes.
All right.
11-0.
Congratulations, Ms. Dyson.
thank you, Dr. Kraft. And if I could I would like to thank all of my fellow board members. It's been an honor and a privilege to serve in the capacity of Vice President, and I appreciate the vote of confidence in all of you. And as Dr. Kraft has stated, we have been working as a team, and we will continue to do so and work cooperatively and in a positive manner to move our school district forward. And we have a lot to look forward to for the students and parents of St. Bernard Parish, and in providing an excellence in education. So I thank you all for your vote, and we'll look forward to working with each and every one of you this year as Vice President again. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Dyson. Before we leave the office, does anyone has any comments to say? And if not, we'll move the agenda. Mr. Long.
Well, I'd like to thank both Dr. Kraft and Mrs. Dysart for your service as president and vice president. Having served as a vice president for a couple of years, I know what the sacrifice that you guys make from your personal life to show us leadership here on the board. I want you to, and I think I could speak for the rest of the board, that we appreciate everything you guys do. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you, Mr. Long. Okay. Item 6, motion to authorize the newly elected school board president to sign on school board checking accounts on behalf of the board. Since I'm already on it, I don't think that will be necessary, will it?
Why don't we just do it?
Yeah,
Just-
we'll do it.
Okay, we'll do it.
You know these banks and these
Yeah,
bank officials.
yeah, they want
get
something
really-
every year, yeah.
So
Okay.
let's just,
Yeah.
It better be
So-
in the minutes, right?
Yeah. I'll try to improve on that signature. I'll go practice a while. Okay, we got a motion. We do have a second. Mr. Campbell. Okay. Any discussion before we go to vote? Not vote your machines.
motion passes 11-0.
Item 7, motion to incorporate the minutes of January 2015 General Committee meeting into the minutes of the January 2015 regular monthly meeting. Motion by Ms. Dysart, second by Mr. Nikosha. Any questions? Any comments? Hearing none, vote your machines.
Motion passes 11-0.
Item 8, motion to approve the administration's request to bid for 10 school buses, and there was a recommendation by the committee.
So moved.
So moved by Dr. Lewis, second by Mr. Long. Any question, any comments? Hearing none, vote your machines.
Motion passes 11-0.
Okay, item 9, review of personnel changes for January 2015.
You have before you and highlighted in yellow the changes since the committee meeting 2 weeks ago. So I'll give you a minute to look over that. It does not require any action, but I'll take any questions that anyone has.
Well, something fell on that water bottle.
Yes, Mr. Dyson.
And,
Yes, we have an additional retiree from the committee meeting, Ms. Joanne Serenay, who is a preschool, pre-K teacher. And I just wanted to thank Ms. Serenay for her many years of service. And she's done an excellent job working with our students. And we want to thank her and to wish her a happy retirement and to wish her the best. And thanks again, Joanne.
Also, we have a retiree for the Transportation Department, a bus driver, Miss Lorraine Hernandez. So we appreciate the years that people devote and commitment to the St. Bernard Parish school system. And when they retire, we regret they've got to go, but they've got years of things to make up for things they've missed. So again, we don't want anyone to hang on without going and enjoying some of the things they've worked so hard for. Okay?
Dr. Gray?
Yes, Mr. Long.
Ms. Voce, I noticed, looks like a rather large number of medicals. Is there a reason?
There's a, on the last one, there were a lot of pregnancies, and which are good news. On this, there are some pregnancies. There are also some injuries or surgeries at different times in people's lives, and I'm not going to get, specific
right,
as
I
to each
understand.
one. But it's a combination of pregnancies and surgeries, medical conditions.
Okay, great. Okay, thank you.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Long. Any other things relative to the personnel changes? Go to item 10, motion to approve the resolution stating the date, time, and place for the 2015 General Committee and regular monthly meeting. There was a recommendation by the committee. Do we need to read that in?
You want me to? You can do it.
No, I'll read it in. Whereas Title 17 requires local school boards to hold at least one regular monthly meeting and that public written notice of meetings be given, and whereas Act 707 of the 1977 Louisiana Legislature exempt local school boards from having to give written notice of each regular meeting by adopting a resolution establishing the date, time, and place of regular meeting, and whereas the Louisiana School Boards Association has recommended that all school boards in the state of Louisiana adopt a resolution to this effect, and that the resolution be given appropriate written public notice, therefore be it resolved that the St. Bernard Parish School Board here established 6 p.m. on the second Tuesday of each month for the calendar year 2015 to meet as a committee of the whole for a general committee meeting at 6 p.m. on the fourth Tuesday of each month for the calendar year 2015 to meet for its regular monthly board meeting with the following exceptions: February the 10th, 2015 and February the 24th, 2015, those Mardi Gras holidays and the annual School Board Association Conference. In these cases, the board will meet on February the 3rd, 2015 for its general committee meeting, and February the 10th, 2015 for its regular monthly meeting. November the 24th, 2015, Thanksgiving holidays. In this case, the board will meet on November the 17th, 2015 for its regular monthly board meeting, and December the 22nd, 2015, Christmas holidays. In this case, the board will meet on December the 15th, 2015 for its regular monthly board meeting, and be it resolved that said meetings will be conducted in the St. Bernard Parish School Office, 200 East St. Bernard Highway, Chalmette, Louisiana, and that an agenda will be posted 24 hours prior to a meeting, and be it further resolved that written public notice will be given at least 24 hours in advance of any change in a day, time, and place of regular meetings, and be it resolved further that this resolution will be posted in the St. Bernard Parish School Board office, and that copies will be forwarded to the local newspapers. Do we have a motion?
Joint acclamation.
Joint acclamation. Okay. All in favor of joint acclamation indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay. So joint acclamations have it. And we have a calendar of schedule of board meetings for 2015. Items to be placed on the agenda of the next committee meeting. If you have something, you can advise Superintendent Boccia at this point, or you may get it in before the first committee meeting on February the 3rd.
Dr. Kraft?
Yes.
Yeah, I'd like to just get an update of the construction with Chalmette in the Mona Center to see how we stand, because I know we're getting close. So,
Closer and closer. It's looking good.
so if we can get that for the next meeting, I appreciate it. Thank you.
And I'll walk through the MoMA Center Friday. It's really looking nice.
Yeah,
Mr.
Dr.
Warner.
Kraft, Superintendent Voce, I know there's a lot happening in, with special education in the state of Louisiana, and can we get an update on that?
Okay.
On the latest and greatest coming out of Department of Education? Unless you want to do it now. Feel free.
Well, I can do it now, but do you have 3 hours?
Yeah.
Fine
She's
with
got a
me, I have
fine.
nothing
No,
else to do.
why don't we make that the education item on the agenda, and we'll talk a little bit about Act 833, which deals with the awarding of diplomas and how it meshes and/or conflicts at different times with the federal regs, as well as criteria for the assessment of students in what we call Law 1 and the different capacities. So we'll put something together for an education item on next, on the committee meeting. Is that
Thank you.
fine, Mr. Warner?
Thank you.
Okay. Do we have superintendent's recommendations?
Nothing really, but I was asked to announce at Sherman High School, the Sherman High Dance Company, the dance classes that we have, they'll be doing their little culminating activity Friday night at the Cultural Arts Center at 7 o'clock, if anyone is interested in attending. And these are the students that are in the regular classes. So as you know, with the beautiful facility we have and the dance studios that we have, it's open to all students at Sherman High School. So you can take these dance classes even if you've never, ever experienced that in your life. So we have beginners through those who are somewhat more accomplished. So it gives them a chance to showcase their talent. Friday night at 7 o'clock, if anyone is interested. Okay?
Yes, also, we want to congratulate the Chalmette High School band. They have been selected to march in the parade on Main Street, Disney, in Orlando, Florida. They will be there from February the 16th through the 20th of 2015, so we're really proud of their accomplishments as they have gone. So they have a ways to go, and also congratulate them as they have a goal for 2015 school starts. They want to have a 100-member marching band. So we need to ante up something individually and groups to help pay for those uniforms. I don't think MFP will cover this, so we got to go outside in order to get
Well,
fund.
if we get 100 students in the marching band, we will have uniforms for 100 students.
Okay,
believe me.
that's,
All right.
we'll find it some way. Yeah, I've been talking with some people that willing to donate to help out, because we've got some instruments that were donated, and it would cost more to repair these than it would to go out and buy new ones. So again, the uniforms they have, some of them needs replacing, and I think they have 68 now in the marching band. That'd be 32 more uniforms and instruments to accommodate those people. So together we can do it. So pass the word along. Community support, community support. That's all I've got to say about that. As one great philosopher said. All righty. Anything else that someone? Oh, we got a motion to adjourn. Okay, do we have a second?
A second.
Second, okay. So all in favor of adjourning, say aye. Aye. Any opposed, nay. So the ayes have it, so we stand adjourned. Thank you, young ladies. Hope you've learned something. Thank you, SBE president, and that young man that's all lit up back there after a hard day at the office. Mr. Gerald, thank you for coming. You're always welcome.
Okay, I just.